Yeah, you put
Hey, welcome to today's evening of satsang, and we will celebrate Mother Lakshmi today. But before we go to the discussion portion, we will first have bhajans to make this a more auspicious spiritual evening. So I would invite Diana ji to please sing a bhajan for us.
मैं हूँ आया है तेरे द्वार, ओ जय महालक्ष्मी माँ। मैं हूँ आया है तेरे द्वार, ओ जय महालक्ष्मी माँ। मेरी सुन ले पुकार है माँ, मेरी सुन ले पुकार है माँ। ओ मैया नैया पार लगा, ओ जय महालक्ष्मी माँ। मैं हूँ आया है तेरे द्वार, ओ जय महालक्ष्मी माँ। माथे पे सिंदूर विराजे, धूप दीप नैवेद्य चढ़ावे। माथे पे सिंदूर विराजे, धूप दीप नैवेद्य चढ़ावे। मैं तो लाया है फूल तेरे द्वार, मैं तो लाया है फूल तेरे द्वार। हे मेरे सुन ले पुकार, ओ जय महालक्ष्मी माँ। मैं हूँ आया है तेरे द्वार, ओ जय महालक्ष्मी माँ। जीवन नैया पार लगाए, चरण कमल में आने वाले। जीवन नैया पार लगाए, चरण कमल में आने वाले। तू ही अंतर्यामी माँ, तू ही अंतर्यामी माँ। हे मेरे सुन ले पुकार, ओ जय महालक्ष्मी माँ। मैं हूँ आया है तेरे द्वार, ओ जय महालक्ष्मी माँ। तू ही लक्ष्मी शारदा, तू भी विष्णु पत्नी, तू जग जननी। तू ही लक्ष्मी शारदा, तू भी विष्णु पत्नी, तू जग जननी। तू दीन बंधु है माँ, तू दीन बंधु है माँ। हे मेरे सुन ले पुकार, ओ जय महालक्ष्मी माँ। मैं हूँ आया है तेरे द्वार, ओ जय महालक्ष्मी माँ। ओ जय महालक्ष्मी माँ, ओ जय महालक्ष्मी माँ।
Namaste.
जय जय आनन्दामृतवर्षिणि राजराजेश्वरि पालय माम्। जय जय आनन्दामृतवर्षिणि राजराजेश्वरि पालय माम्। दुर्गे सरस्वती लक्ष्मी नारायणि ब्रह्म सनातनि रक्षय माम्। दुर्गे सरस्वती लक्ष्मी नारायणि ब्रह्म सनातनि रक्षय माम्। आनन्दरूपिणि पालय मां परमानन्दरूपिणि पालय माम्। जय जय आनन्दामृतवर्षिणि राजराजेश्वरि पालय माम्। पालय माम्, पालय माम्।
Thank you. Thank you, Diana ji and family. And thank you, Veena ji, for the lovely bhajans. It's very heartwarming. So today we will continue our satsang on celebration of Mother Lakshmi. So the name Lakshmi, if you noticed, by the way, Diana ji was saying Lakshmi instead of saying Lakshmi that we ordinary people sing. The reason is that Diana ji is from Guyana. So people in Guyana and Trinidad call Mother Lakshmi as Lakshmi. But a lot of Sindhi community also calls Lakshmi as Lakshmi. Even my parents call me Lakshmi instead of Lakshmi. So that's just by the way. So Lakshmi, the word Laksha, Laksha means a goal, a destination, a point to reach. So Laksha here means that we have to reach that goal which the mother has reached already, that we want to reach her feet. And that goal is, of course, moksha. That is our aim in life, that we know ourselves, we know who we are, ourselves, and then attain the moksha. But during this journey towards the moksha, we have to go through different stages. And today we are talking about Mother Lakshmi as part of bhakti. So Lakshmi represents the prosperity aspect of the three Devis, Mother Durga, Mother Lakshmi, and Mother Saraswati. So she represents prosperity. And when we do Lakshmi Puja at Diwali time, and the tradition is you go buy some gold and do Lakshmi Puja of that new gold, so it brings prosperity. You have the silver coins which you use in milk, and you do the puja with that at Diwali time. So it represents the wealth part, the prosperity part of it. But she's also, as I said, the consort of Lord Vishnu and his Shakti or his energy. So she helps with her divine energy, she helps him create, protect, and transform this world also. But today we will talk about the bhakti part, as I said, and we will talk about tapaha buddhi. Tapas means, the word tapa means fire or burning, the heat of the fire. So when we go through different difficult conditions, difficult experiences, that is tapas. with the idea that I don't need that. I don't want that anymore. So that need and want have to be separated, and only minimum to make the life simple, you have minimal requirements, and that is tapas. You can have physical tapas, you have mental tapas. Physical tapas, people do vrata, that fasting on certain days, and they say, I'm not going to eat grains for the whole day. That's a vrata or tapas. Some people do it on Monday, on day of the Lord Shiva, but they do it on different days. On Friday, they do for Devi. So like that, that is a physical tapas. But even the mental tapas, you have mentally, I'm going to get up every day at 4 o'clock in the morning. That is a tapas for a person who can't get up in the morning, is not a morning person. For that, it's really, you need a mental control. So that's also tapas. So today we're going to talk about tapaha buddhi, the tapas. And in our Hindu literature, there are 5 women in our literature that are very, very famous for having a very strong mind. And of those 5, one is, of course, Mother Sita, and you know why. She's gone through so much in life. The other one is Draupadi from Mahabharata. Then comes Ahilya from Ramayana again. And then comes Mandodari, who is the wife of Ravana. He was very strong, but his strength and his deeds went towards the negative side in life. And Tara, who's the wife of Vali, that's again in Ramayana. So these 5 women in the Hindu literature are very famous to have a very strong mind as such. So today we will talk about Ahilya. Ahilya Devi, as we say, she is said to be Ayonija. The word Ayonija. Ayonija means someone who's not born from the womb of a woman. It's called Ayonija. So just like Sita Devi also, she's called in this way because she was created by Brahmaji. So Brahmaji he molded her, he used all his creative energy and formed this lady, and he named her Ahilya. The word Ahilya means someone who has impeccable beauty. So she was the most beautiful creation that Brahmaji had created. So this Ahilya, when she was a little baby, when a small child, Brahmaji said, anything that is beautiful, there is the leader of the Devas. His name is Indra. And Indra wants everything that's the top notch, like people want the best watch, the best car, the best things in life. Indra is like that. He wants the best things. Although he's a leader, he doesn't have control over his Ashnas, the Putreshnas, Viteshnas, Lokeshnas, like that. So he wants everything that's best in the world. So Brahmaji didn't want to expose Ahilya to Indra. So what he did is he sent Ahilya far away to a rishi's ashram, and that rishi was Gautama Rishi. So he sent Ahilya to Gautama Rishi, and that's where she grew up. Now remember, she's the most beautiful girl, youth, growing up in the Rishi's ashram. And when she was of a marriageable age, Gautama Rishi sent her back to Brahmaji. So when she came back to Brahmaji, Brahmaji was very, very happy, very pleased with the asceticism of this Gautama Rishi and the self-control that he had in spite of having such a beautiful woman in his ashram. So since he was very pleased with Gautama Rishi, he blessed Gautama Rishi with Ahilya as his wife. So Ahilya became a Rishi Patni, wife of a Rishi. In those days, Rishis used to have Grahastha ashram also. So Ahilya and Gautama Rishi started their Grahastha life as such. And they lived in the ashram as such and did whatever the Rishi Patni is supposed to do in the ashram. Now, meanwhile, Indra Devata heard about Ahilya. So he was very antsy. He was thinking to himself, the most beautiful woman, and now she's married to Gautama Rishi. And he was very jealous of Gautama Rishi. So, in Bhagavad Gita, we have this ladder of fall. And this ladder of fall says that if you have mala, you're very angry, or you're very greedy, you're very jealous, you're very proud. When you are in that situation, you get delusional. You can't think right. And when you can think right, you have buddhi brashta or buddhi nashta. And when you have buddhi nashta, you fall. You do things that you're not supposed to do. And that's the ladder of fall as such. So here was Indra, who was very, very jealous of Gautama Rishi. So one day when Gautama Rishi went to the river for his bath and rituals, Indra Devata disguised himself as Gautama Rishi and went to the hut of Gautam Rishi's house where Ahilya was there. Now, some texts say that Ahilya saw through his disguise but nevertheless accepted his advances. While most other books, most other texts and Puranas say that they absolve her of her guilt, and they say that she fell prey to the trickery of Indra Devata. Well, we are not going in that direction to discuss this further. We'll discuss it some other time. But when Gautama Rishi came back and he saw what happened, he was very, very upset. He was outraged due to the disrespect, and he cursed both of them. He cursed Indra and he cursed his wife. His wife was crying and she fell to his feet. And she was begging him for mercy, and he gave her the shrap. And when he gave her the shrap, he saw that she was very, very sincere, and he felt bad for her. So he also gave her a boon. And the greatness of our saints in our tradition is that although they give you a shrap, a curse, in English we say curse and shrap, but then they also give you a means by which you can be freed from that, or it turns out to be a blessing or a boon in the end. So that's what Gautama Rishi did. He gave her a curse, and the curse was that she would turn into a stone, and she would lay there for a long, long time. But the boon or the blessing was that one day in the future, when Bhagwan Ramchandraji passes through the ashram of Gautama Rishi, he will step on the stone and he will free Ahilya. And then by the time she would have been finished with her the demerit of what the pap that she had done, and she will be purified and liberated again by Lord Rama. So this went on. This was like an anugraha, what we say, the blessings, the anugraha of the Rishi on Ahilya. centuries of these passed, and Bhagwan took an avatar as Ramchandraji in the family of Raja Dashrath. You know the story of Ramayana. And Vishwamitra Rishi took both the brothers, Ram and Lakshman, to the forest because they were asuras who were destroying the yagnas of the different rishis in the forest. And he knew about Ramchandraji, and he asked Dashrathji that I would like to take your two boys, young boys, to the forest to fight with the asuras and destroy the asuras. And you know, Bhagwan takes birth to take care of the negative aspects in the society. We say yada yada hi dharmasya, you know that. So whenever there is increased amount of asuras, Bhagwan takes Janma and tries to remove them as such. So here was Ram and Lakshman. They went to the forest with Vishwamitraji and fought with the asuras and destroyed it. So now the rishis had a freedom to do their home and yagnas as such. So let me share my screen. Okay, so this is, I'm going to do a few chopais from Ramayana to tell you the story about Ahilya ji. So, Ashrama ekadi kamagamahi khagamruga jiva jantu tahanahi पूछा मुनि सिला प्रभु देखी सकल कथा मुनि कहा विशेषी गौतम नारी श्राप बस उपल देह धरि धीर चरण कमल रज चाहती कृपा करहु रघुबीर सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. So the story is that Gautama Rishi's consort, Ahilya Devi, having assumed the form of a stone under a curse, waits patiently for the lotus feet of Ramchandraji to come and liberate her. So after protecting the yagnas, as I said, Ramchandraji and Lakshmanji finished the work in the forest. And then Vishwamitraji took both the boys and he wanted to go to Mithila, the capital of Raja Janak, because that's where the Swayamvar is going to be in the future, Sita Swayamvar. But Ram doesn't know that, but Vishwamitraji knows that. So he, on the way, they come to the ashram of Gautam Rishi. So in that it says, Prabhu Dekhi, when he saw the stone, the slab of stone in the ashram. Now remember, Bhagwan is in he's in the forest. He has seen so many stones. Stones are common in the forest as such. But this particular stone was unique. It was different from the others. So he says, he looked at the stone and he asked, he pucha munihi, he asked Muni, Vishwamitra Rishi. Sakala Katha Muni Kaha Viseshi. So Vishwamitra Muni, a Rishi, told him the whole story of what went to make this a stone. He told the whole story of Ahilya and Gautam Rishi, and he told him this is how it happened. Gautama Nari Shrapa, she got a shrap, and therefore she became an Upala. Upala means a stone. Upala Deha, that means her body has become stone. And she's been laying down in this form of stone for centuries of there. And then Vishwamitra ji tells Ram ji that please, with the dust of your lotus feet, this stone will liberate Ahilya. So, hey Raghubhira, kripa karahu. Please have some compassion and forgive this woman with your charana kamala raja, the dust of your lotus feet. And using this dust, please release her from this curse. So that is what he says to Ramji. So Goswami Tulsidas ji says about Ahilya that she is a tapaha punja. That means she's the embodiment of tapas. She's been lying in this position, in this stone form for centuries, getting over the demerit that she collected when Gautam Rishi was there. And now she will regain her human form. So when Ramchandra ji touched the stone, Ahilya was there, and she was a picture of humility and austerity standing in front of Bhagwan Ram. So I'm going to share again my screen. So at the very touch of Sri Rama's holy feet, which drive away the sorrow, emerged Ahilya. And she's beholding Lord Rama. Here she says Lord Raghunatha, the delight of all beings. And she stood before him with folded hands, her heart overwhelmed with love, and the hair on her body were like goosebumps, and she was unable to utter a word. The most blessed Ahilya clasped his feet with tears streaming forth from both her eyes. So this is in how much we do Sharanagati to Bhagwan. You know, when we see Bhagwan, our heart goes, 100 beats a minute, and we are so overwhelmed sometimes we don't know what to do. And just imagine the scene of Ahilya in front of Lord Rama. So here is Ahilya touching the feet of Lord Rama, and you can see the stone from which she comes out. All right. Then, recovering herself from this situation, she does Sharanagati to Bhagwan. So, We'll sing this one like this. धीरज मन कीन्हा प्रभु कहु चीन्हा रघुपति कृपा भगति पाई अति निर्मल बानी स्तुति ठानी ज्ञान गम्य जय रघुराई मैं नारी पावन प्रभु जग पावन रावण रिपुजन सुखदाई राजीव बिलोचन भव भय मोचन पाहि पाहि शरण ही आई मुनि श्राप जो दीन्हा अति बल कीन्हा परम अनुग्रह में माना देखूं भरी लोचन हरि भव मोचन यह लाभ शंकर जाना विनती प्रभु मोरी मैं मति भोरी नाथ न मागो बर आना पद कमल परागा रस अनुरागा मम मन मधुप करई पाना. So she does a stuti to Bhagwan. She does Sharanagati to Bhagwan, and she says, "Glory to Lord Rama, who is accessible only through the spiritual knowledge. I am an impure woman. I am Mama Nari Apavana. I am not Pavan. I am Apavana. I am Nari Apavana. But the Lord of the universe, you make this whole world Pavan. So please have mercy on me." And Pahi Pahi Sharanagati Pai. Sharanaham Ai. That means, please forgive me, please take me under your sharan. That means take me under your control. Give me shelter, O Lord. So this is what the story of Ahilya is. But the good part is we're talking about the boon that he gave, the anugraha that her husband gave, Gautam Rishi gave. So what he did is he, although cursed her, he also gave her the boon. So it says Muni Shrap, the Gautam Rishi who gave the Shrap, he did a Parama Anugraha on this Ahilya. And therefore, because of the curse, she had the opportunity to see Bhagwan in person. And that is, what more can you ask for if you can have Darshana Bhagwan right in front of you? So she says that although things happen, we make mistakes, but because of the anugraha of her husband who had the mercy to bless her, she could see Lord Raghunath in front of her eyes. And so from this story of Ahilya, we learn that we can, even if we make mistakes, Bhagwan is a loving God, and he will forgive us, and he will be benevolent towards us and bless us. And once we finish whatever negative that we have in our life, he will always be there to have his grace on top of us. Okay. The other thing, of course, is not to do anything bad. Why do something bad that we have to go through all these things? So the thing is not to do, use our buddhi and do the right thing in life as such. But also remember that, when we do, these things happen and we hear the stories, and sometimes people do bad things, and they say, okay, I will do prayashchit, I will do some donation, I will do some charity, and hopefully Bhagwan will be benevolent towards me. That doesn't happen. You cannot do bad things and then think that, okay, I will deal with Bhagwan. Bhagwan will be, I'll do some prayashchit and Bhagwan will be happy with that. No, you don't do that. You don't do anything wrong in your life from this day onwards. That is something that you learn from this satsang. And the other thing is, when she saw Bhagwan Ramchandra ji, she did not ask for anything. She just asked, may I have you? May I have your darshan? May I be under your shelter? So that is a sign of a siddha. Siddha is somebody who is very, very spiritual and has not reached moksha, but is on the way to reaching moksha. So I just want to touch, I know we are running a little late. I just want to touch on one point. There are 4 kinds of people in this world. The first one is called Pamar. Pamar means someone who sees something and wants it. It almost like an animal instinct. I want it, I want it, I want it, like that. They're not interested in religion. They are only interested in artha and kama. That means desires and how to get desire, how to fulfill those desires. Nothing to do with religion, no belief in God, nothing. Like an animalistic life. The only pleasure seeking, I should say. The next group is called dharmic or vishayi, materialistic people, people who are worldly people, but they believe in God. They are also in artha and kama, but they also have some inkling of dharma. That means they don't do anything wrong. They still live an ethical life, don't go to jail, don't go do wrong things in life. So these are dharmic or vishayi people, someone who still believes in God, but doesn't follow the dharma, like prayers and stuff like that. Okay. The next one are the siddhas. Siddhas are the spiritual people, seekers of God. You all can see yourself, siddha, and the goal of them is moksha. So dharma is this selfless action that they do. I'm sorry, not siddha, sadhaka. So I shouldn't say siddha. Sadhaka. Sadhakas are the people who believe in God, also do karma. They go for artha and they also go for kama, desires, but they are moral, they're ethical, and they are more monk-like. That means they believe, they don't want to hurt anybody. They want to do the right things in life, live a moral life, live an ethical life, and think about Bhagwan much more and do charity and selfless service. And the last one is the Siddha. Siddhas are the enlightened people who do not have any desire for artha, for kama, or dharma, not even for moksha, because they have already reached that level of moksha. And for them, it is Bhagwan is everything, everybody is Bhagwan, everything is Bhagwan. They are the ones who do Shivoham, Shivoham, or Aham Brahmasmi, where they see everything as Brahman, the realized souls. So those are the siddhas. They don't want anything in life. So 4 kinds of people. So let us be at least a sadhaka and aim to be a siddha in our life as such. Okay. All right. So that's the story of Ahilya, and we will now proceed to the puja. So take a spoon of water and sprinkle it around. Om apavitro pavitro va. Before I do anything else, I have to do Om Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Now let us sprinkle water. Om apavitra pavitro va sarvavastagatopi va yasmaret pundarikaksham sabhayabhyantara shuchihi. Light the lamp. Om Shubham Karoti Kalyanam Arogyam Dhana Sampada Shatru Buddhi Vinashaya Jeepa Jyotir Namostute. Now we will do Vigneshwara Dhyanam. So fold our hands together. Om Shuklam Varadaram Vishnu Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Vadanam Dhyaye Sarva Vigno Pashantaye. Now we will purify ourselves. Atha Achamanam. So you make a hollow of your hand and we have a spoon of water. Om Keshavaya Swaha. Om Narayanaya Swaha. Om Madhavaya Swaha. Wash your hands. Hasta Prakshalan Samarpayami. Now touch your right hand to your right palm to the right ear. Om Govindaya Namaha. Now we do lock the space. So Atha Digbandha. So you take your right hand and your first finger and go in a clockwise fashion. Atha Digbandha. Om Bhur Swaha. Then we do pranayam. Atha pranayam. So you take a little finger and ring finger on the left nostril, close it, take a deep breath, and with the thumb, close the right nostril and chant Om for 33 times. Now we'll do Puja Sankalpa. Atha Puja Sankalpa. Take a flower and a spoon of water in your right hand. Cover it with your left hand and put it on your right knee. And repeat after me. Om Mamo Pata.
Om Namo Pata
Samasta
Samasta
Duritakshaya Dwara
Duritakshaya Dvara
Shri Parameshwara Prityartham
Shri Parameshwara Prityartham
Asmin
Asmin
Shubhadine
Shubhadine
Shubhamuhurte
Shubhamuhurte
Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham
Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham
Vidya Vinaya Praptyartham
Vidya Vinaya Prapyartham
Shri Sadguru Prasada Siddhyartham Cha
Shri Sadguru Prasada Siddhyartham Cha
Shri Mahalakshmi Pujam Karishye.
Shri Mahalakshmi Pujam Karishye.
Okay, and then pour the water and the flour in the thali. Atha Ghantanada. Okay, now take 2 flowers in your hand and we will do Ganesha and Guru Smaranam. So Atha Ganesha Guru Sharanam Smaranam. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. And please offer it, the flowers in the thali. Now take a flower in your hand and we will do Atha Devata Dhyanam. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Cha Vidmahe Vishnu Patni Cha Dhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Put the flower in the thali. Then we will invite the Devi into the picture or the idol. Atha Devata Avahanam. So touch your chest with the left palm and with the right hand touch the goddess. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Avahayami. Atha Asanam. So take a flower or akshata. Atha Asanam. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Asanam Samarpayami. And offer it at the goddess' feet. Atha Padyam. Take a spoon of water and hold it at the feet of the Devi. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Padyam Samarpayami. Now we want to wash her hands. Atha Arghyam. So offer a spoonful of water at the hands of the Devi. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Arghyam Samarpayami. Another spoon to drink. So hold it by her lips. Atha Achamanam. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Achamanam Samarpayami. Now we'll give a bath to the Devi. Atha Snaniyam. Take a flower, dip it in water and sprinkle on the Devi. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Snaniyam Samarpayami. Okay, now you can take the picture or the idol and dry it. Now we will offer clothes for the Devi. So you can take a flower and cotton or whatever vastra would you like to offer. Atha Vastram. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha Shubhravastram samarpayami. Then we do Gandha Lepanam. So if you have sandal paste and kumkum, Atha Gandha Lepanam. Offer it on the forehead of the Devi as well as on the right hand of the goddess. Hands of the goddess. If you have 4 hands, you do it on 4 hands. But Gandha Lepanam or Kumkum is always with the ring finger. So remember to do it with the ring finger. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Gandham Samarpayami. Kumkum Samarpayami. Now we take Akshata. Atha Akshataha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Akshatan Samarpayami. Then we take flowers. Atha Pushpam. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Pushpani Samarpayami. Pushpamala Samarpayami. Okay, now we will do Archana. So we will chant the names of Devi, have the flowers, and take the flowers to your heart and offer it at the feet of the Devi. Ready, everybody? Okay. All right. Om Prakrityai Namaha.
Om Prakrityai Namaha.
Om Vikrutyai Namaha.
Om Vikrutre Namaha.
Om Vidyayai Namaha.
Om Vidyayai Namaha.
Om Sarvabhuta Hitapradayai Namaha.
Om Sarvabhutaita Prataye Namaha.
Om Shraddhayai Namaha.
Om Shraddhayai Namaha.
Om Vibhutyai Namaha.
Om Vibhutyai Namaha.
Om Surabhyai Namaha.
Om Surabhyai Namaha.
Om Paramatmikayai Namaha.
Om Paramatmikaye Namaha.
Om Vache Namaha.
Om Vache Namaha.
Om Padmalayayai Namaha.
Om Padmalayaya Namaha.
Om Padmayai Namaha.
Om Padmaya Namaha.
Om Suchaye Namaha.
Om Suchaye Namaha.
Om Swahaye Namaha.
Om Swahaye Namaha.
Om Swadhaye Namaha.
Om Swadhyaya Namaha.
Om Sudhaye Namaha.
Om Sudhyaya Namaha.
Om Dhanyaye Namaha.
Om Dhanyaya Namaha.
Om Hiranmaye Namaha.
Om Hiranmaya Namaha.
Om Lakshmyaye Namaha.
Om Lakshmi Namaha.
Om Nityapushtaye Namaha.
Om Nityapushtaya Namaha.
Om Vibhavai Namaha.
Om Vibhavai Namaha.
Om Adityai Namaha.
Om Adityai Namaha.
Om Dityai Namaha.
Om Dityai Namaha.
Om Diptayai Namaha.
Om Diptayai Namaha.
Om Vasudhayai Namaha.
Om Vasudhayai Namaha.
Om Brahma Vishnu Shivatmikayai Namaha.
Om Brahma Vishnu Shivatmikaya Namaha.
Om Brahma Vishnu Shivatmikayai Namaha.
Om Brahma Vishnu Shivatmikaya Namaha.
Om Brahma Vishnu Shivatmikayai Namaha.
Om Brahma Vishnu Shivatmikaya Namaha.
Om Iti Shri Lakshmi Namavanim Sampurna. Now we will do dhupa. If you have the incense, the agarbatti, light it and hold it. Atha dhupaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmyai Namaha. Dhupam agrapayami. Deepa. Atha deepaha. You raise the diya up to the level of her face without waving. You just show it to her. Atha deepaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmyai Namaha. Deepam sandarshayami. You do naivedyam. So naivedyam, you start with the little finger and then go up and try to keep your hand, the left hand in front of your face, so as if you're not watching. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Apanaya Swaha. Om Vyanaya Swaha. Om Udanaya Swaha. Om Samanaya Swaha. Om Brahmane Swaha. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Naivedyam Nivedayami. I will do the arati. We'll ring the bell. Ready? Okay. Om na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam. Nema vidyuto bhanti kuto agnihi. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. Tasya bhasha sarvamidam vibhati. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Mangala Nirajanam Samarpayami. Now we'll take flowers, bunch of flowers. We'll offer it to Bhagwan. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Pushpanjalim Samarpayami. Then we do Pradakshina now. So raise your hand and go in a clockwise manner. Om Yani Kani Cha Papani Janmantara Krutani Cha Tani Tani Vinashyanti Pradakshina Pade Pade. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Pradakshina Namaskaran Samarpayami. You can bow to the Devi. Now we will have Raja Upachar. Vidyaji will sing one bhajan.
Ambavandanam Jagadambavandanam Ambavandanam Jagadambavandanam Vani Lakshmi Gauri Durgi Ambavandanam Vani Lakshmi Gauri Durgi Ambavandanam Ambavandanam Jagadambavandanam Vakswarupini Mani Vandanam Sampatishwari Lakshmi Vandanam Shaktidaini Gauri Vandanam Sarvakarini Durgi Vandanam Amba Vandanam Jagadamba Vandanam Sakala Loka Shrishti Katri Vani Vandanam Sarva Jiva Palayati Lakshmi Vandanam Pralayanaatya Ruchira Keli Gauri Vandanam Bandha Moksha Samvidatri Durgi Vandanam Amba Vandanam Jagadamba Vandanam Hamsavahanasi Devi Vani Vandanam Padmagarbha Mandirasi Lakshmi Vandanam Rajata Shaila Rajahamsi Gauri Vandanam Maiva Seva Sachidananda Durgi Vandanam Amba Vandanam Jagadamba Vandanam Vani Lakshmi Gauri Durgi Amba Vandanam Amba Vandanam Jagadamba Vandanam.
That's beautiful, Vidyaji. Thank you. All right, continuing with the puja, we will do the Prarthana now. So fold our hands, close our eyes, And we will pray to Bhagwan. Atha Prarthana Kayena Vacha Manasendriyeva Buddhyatmana va Prakrute Svabhava Karomi Adyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanaiti Samarpayami Narayanaiti Samarpayami. We offer everything to Bhagwan. Now take a spoonful of water and pour it through the tips of your finger. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanam Astu. So now we do Udvasanam. We send the Devi back into our heart. So touch the idol or the picture of Devi. Atha Udvasanam Yathasthanam Pratisthapayami. And then we do Dig Vimoksha. We unlock the space, so we go anti-clockwise with the same. Om Bhur Bhuvaswarom. And then we do the Shanti mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om, everybody. We hope to see you tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. And have a wonderful evening. We'll see you. Hari Om.